episode 63 of the Reality Podcast. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, turn on those bells for all notifications, and also follow me on social media, Instagram at your boy Chris YT, Twitter, Chris from Loring, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. I'm back. I'm coming at you live here, man, with an episode of the podcast right here for your Saturday, November 30th, 2019. I appreciate every single one of you coming back into the channel, clicking on this video. And also, if you guys are loving the content on the channel, also hit that like button, leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts of the wrestling week so far as Raw, AEW, Dynamite, NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown? And also, if you guys are new to the channel and you're watching this for the very first time, be sure to show your support. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. We are on the road to 200 subs right here on the channel. Now I got that out of the way. The craziest thing happened to me when I was at Madison Square Garden last night. So I'm on a date with Jessica. And I'm taking her to a Knicks game because she hasn't gone to a Knicks game in a long time. So I decided, you know what? Let me just take her to a game and then we just have a good time. Right? Okay. We're sitting at section 103. Great seats for a Knicks game. Fantastic seats. And by the way, I got my fucking tickets from fucking SeatGeek. SeatGeek.com. Make sure you guys are fucking using SeatGeek. It's a really good app. For tickets, for concerts and, sporting events. Shit like that. I'm not promoting the video. I'm just giving you guys a recommendation. So I'm at the Knicks game last night, and it's the fourth quarter. Yes, I am a fucking Knicks fan. Fucking God bless me at this fucking point. So I'm at the game last night. Instead of watching SmackDown, I'm like, do I really want to watch SmackDown? Nah. So I'm at the Knicks game last night, and they were doing a random t-shirt toss. They do this in every fourth quarter in every Knicks game. So, they have people from the fucking court and shit just tossing shirts to everybody. And then they get this fucking big-ass machine. This big-ass machine where they spit out shirts, randomly. Okay? So, the t-shirt toss is technically almost over. I'm here looking to see who got a shirt, and I'm thinking at the same time, when is the fucking machine going to spit out a shirt at my section? Okay. So, the machine popped out one last shirt. One last shirt it popped out. So, the shirt popped all the way up the rafters of the building. The very top of the building. Very top of MSG. Hits a New York Ranger banner that was hanging in the fucking ceiling of the fucking garden. So, that's the last thing I saw. Was the shirt hitting the banner. That's the last thing I saw. I'm paying attention, and Jessica's telling me, "Bae, look up." So I'm looking up. The shirt ended up falling down to my section, and I'm like, "Yo, I have the shirt right here first." And I literally caught the shirt one-handed. Now it wasn't like this. It was just literally wrapped up in a ball with tape and rubber band and shit. So I got a shirt from everybody, and I caught it one-handed. Because I'm a lefty when it comes to catching. I'm a lefty. I got this random Knicks shirt, as you guys see right here, New York Knicks. And everybody in my section is going crazy. Yo, nice catch, bro. Nice catch, man. How did you catch that one-handed? I play baseball and softball. I'm used to catching a baseball and a softball one-handed. I'm used to it already. But we had a good time. Me and Jessica had a good time. Even on the fucking Knicks loss, which I don't want to fucking talk about. We are the worst team in the Eastern Conference. Might as well be the worst team in the NBA, period. Might as well be the worst team in the NBA, period. But at the end of the day, I had a good time. She had a good time. Everybody had a good time. It was just good vibes at the end of the day. It's shit. But, yeah, I'm coming back with you with episode 63 of the Reality Podcast for your Saturday, November 30th, 2018. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys had some good shopping on Black Friday. Jessica wants to call it Black Friday. I don't know why, but don't mind her. I have some news today for you guys that I might want to talk about. And I want to talk about this opinion thing about Roman Reigns getting this big push at WrestleMania and shit, that Roman Reigns is bound to get a push at WrestleMania. Now, I'm going to kick off the podcast here with that topic. I want to start the podcast with a topic here. I want to start the podcast with this piece of topic here. Not piece of topic, this topic that everyone is talking about on social media. Everybody that me and JV Thunder, if you're watching, bro, shout out to you. And shout out to everybody else in the inner circle of the IWC group chat that I'm in on Twitter. If you guys want to be in the group chat, you got to let me know on Twitter or send me a comment down below if you want to be in the group chat on Twitter. But I want to talk about this Roman Reigns topic real quick that everybody is being all so defensive about and shit. Listen. There's news out there saying that Roman Reigns is bound to get a push at WrestleMania. And I'm watching Survivor Series, and I'm here thinking to myself, Roman is the sole survivor for Team SmackDown. Does this mean that Roman's getting a push? Because as you guys know, in Survivor Series history, most superstars that get the sole survivor spot for your team, you bound to get a push. It's history in the making there. Roman Reigns is getting a push at WrestleMania. What does that mean? People were telling me on social media, oh, Roman Reigns is getting a push at WrestleMania. He's going to be the guy to beat The Fiend for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. I'm here thinking to myself, why? Why are you feeding The Fiend to Roman Reigns? Why are you feeding Roman Reigns with The Fiend? Why? I have people on social media say, oh, Roman Reigns is bound to get a title shot, you know? He technically never lost the Universal Championship. Good point. But then again, if you really watch it on live television, Vince is running out of ideas. And TM told me this a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but he told me this like a couple of months ago. I think it was maybe about after SummerSlam. I think TM told me this. I think after SummerSlam. I believe after Summer. I believe he told me this at Clash of Champions preview and predictions. That's what I think. So TM is telling me, oh, Chris, you know, Roman, Vince just started to run out of ideas to keep him off the World Championship picture. And I kept that in the back of my mind when TM told me this. I kept that in the back of my mind because you never know when the Roman Reigns agenda is going to start. So fast forward to Survivor Series this past Sunday, Roman is the sole survivor for Team SmackDown. And I'm thinking to myself, Roman is the sole survivor for Team SmackDown. Does this mean that he's getting a push? Does this mean he's getting a push? I read a report a couple of days later. Oh, Roman is getting a push at WrestleMania. During WrestleMania season, Roman's getting a push. So everything that TM told me about Vince running out of ideas to keep Roman out the championship picture has come to fruition. I had to argue with people on social media, with JV Thunder on my side, saying, oh, the Roman Reigns agenda is back. It's starting to come back slowly, but surely it's going to come back. I guarantee you. However Roman Reigns gets to The Fiend and WrestleMania and the Universal Championship, I guarantee you Roman Reigns will win the Men's Royal Rumble match. Guarantee you. I guarantee you. Because if it's not Roman that's winning the Rumble, it's Drew McIntyre. And if you really look at the state right now of the main event scene on Raw and SmackDown, Who are the top 2 guys there? And no, I'm not putting Seth Rollins in there. No. Seth Rollins to me is not a top guy. Rollins may be this, Rollins may be that, but he's not the top guy in his brand. Rollins is not the top guy on Monday Night Raw. You know who's the top guy on Raw? Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre. For all you Seth Rollins fucking elitists out there, Rollins is the biggest clown ever that I've ever seen. Just look how he is on social media. Look how he was a fucking Raw Monday night. And then I heard that Rollins is set to apologize on Raw Monday night. Is he turning heel on Raw Monday night? Unless if we see a whole lot of black hair with a little string of fucking blonde. He's a heel. He's a heel. If we get that old 2015, 2014 Seth Rollins where he had the blonde streak in his fucking hair, he's a fucking heel. He's a heel. He's a heel. Now back to this whole Roman Reigns thing. However Roman Reigns gets to WrestleMania, either he wins the Rumble or he wins the Chamber in February. He's going to get the Fiend at WrestleMania. And I'm here telling myself, Vince, you have to be careful how you book Roman Reigns. Not only Roman Reigns, you have to be careful how you book Bray Wyatt. You have to be careful. Because there's plans out there for the Fiend to stay undefeated to WrestleMania. Who beats him? I wonder who. Roman Reigns. And I'm here telling myself, I would not book Wyatt and Reigns at WrestleMania. You really want WrestleMania 33 all over again? And you think for 1 second that Roman Reigns is going to be cheered? Oh, because WrestleMania is in his fucking home state. So he has to be cheered. This is what the fucking people tell me and JV Thunder. Oh, Roman Reigns is fucking... And he's from Pensacola, Florida. Look where WrestleMania's going to be at. WrestleMania's in Tampa, Florida. Roman Reigns' home state of Florida. You have to give him the Universal Championship. I wouldn't even go that far. No. At this point, if you're giving me Wyatt and Reigns at WrestleMania, I'd rather have another Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns match at WrestleMania. I'd rather have another Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns match at WrestleMania. And I'll tell you why. The story's there. I don't know if they told this story or not, but the story is there. Oh. Look what Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar did back at WrestleMania 31 back in 2015. That was, in my opinion, Roman Reigns' best match that he's ever had on the main roster. 2015, WrestleMania 31, Levi Stadium, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The same night that Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and won the title. That was, in my opinion, Roman Reigns' best match he's ever had. Although the match was 85 to 80% Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns was what, 10 or 15% of that matchup? At least 15 to 20%. Of that match was all Roman in the end, going towards the end. They could play up the fact, oh, Roman has never beaten Brock at WrestleMania. Oh, but he beat him at SummerSlam, so it's part of the Big Four. At this point, I'd rather see Brock and Roman again at WrestleMania. With the fact that people are saying, oh, Brock has never lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. What happened to the match at WrestleMania 31? Rollins won the title. He pinned Roman. Why don't you do battle and finish the match up there? And then, if anything, if Roman wins the Rumble, he beats Brock for the coveted WWE Championship. Roman wins the title. Brock can go on a long hiatus until he wants to come back. Or what if Brock decides to retire after WrestleMania? And Roman could be the guy to beat him and send him to retirement. Roman wins the title. Boom. Roman goes to Raw as champion while Brock Lesnar is out. Roman can fill in for Brock Lesnar for Brock's spot on Monday Night Raw. I don't want to see the Fiend Bray Wyatt get suffering his first loss to fucking Roman Reigns. You know how much of a fucking backlash that would be on the night after WrestleMania in Tampa? It'll reach epic proportions of what Roman Reigns went through at WrestleMania 33 in Orlando the night after WrestleMania. Remember that Raw after WrestleMania when Roman got fucking slaughtered by the fucking fans in Orlando? People were saying, fuck you, Roman. Roman took it like a fucking punch to the fucking chin. That was a knockout blow, and Roman took it perfectly. You want that to happen, Vince? Don't book Wyatt and Reigns at WrestleMania. Don't do it. Nobody wants to see that. Roman Reigns has been booked so perfectly so far this year. And I'm not going to lie to you when I said this, and I can't believe this is even coming out of my fucking mouth. Roman Reigns is looking a whole lot better than Seth Rollins this year. Let that sink in, folks. Roman Reigns in 2019 has looked a whole lot better than Rollins did this year. I was actually starting to like how Roman Reigns was booking until after Survivor Series. As soon as Survivor Series came and Roman was the sole survivor, he's getting that push. I guarantee you, Roman will either win the Rumble or the Men's Elimination Chamber in February. He gets either Bray Wyatt or Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. If Roman wins the Rumble, he'll face Brock Lesnar. If Roman wins the fucking Men's Elimination Chamber, he gets the Fiend at WrestleMania. I guarantee you that happens. I do not want to see Roman Reigns and the Fiend at WrestleMania because we all know all it's going to take is one spear, one Superman punch, and Roman Reigns is the new Universal Champion. Folks, it's coming. The Roman Reigns agenda is back. And if you people don't see that on live television, there's no saving you whatsoever. There really isn't. It's not my fault that you people don't use your brains. It's not my fault that you people don't use your eyes. Open your eyes. Use your brain. See the truth that's out there right now. And you don't even see it. You're just too blind and too stupid to realize that the Roman Reigns agenda is back. If it's not back, it's starting to come back. You don't believe me? Wait till January. Wait till January. Wait till February. And then, when I come back on this podcast to review either the Rumble or the Chamber, I'm going to sit here, talk to this microphone, and look at that camera and say, I told you so. It's coming. Whether you folks believe it or not, it's coming. The Roman Reigns agenda, folks, is back, slowly coming back, faster than you fucking know it. It'll hit you like a fucking 18-wheeler truck. It'll hit you it'll hit you like a fucking 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Believe me, folks. If you people don't see that coming, if you people are too blind or too stupid to realize that, then you're part of the problem. Then you're part of the fucking problem. We're going to go over some news here on episode 63 right here on the Reality Podcast. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. If you guys enjoyed the content so far, if you guys had a very good Thanksgiving, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. What you guys thought of Raw, Dynamite, NXT, SmackDown? I have not yet to watch NXT. I have not yet to watch NXT. I have not yet to watch it. Did I watch SmackDown? No. Because people in my group chat were telling me, Chris, don't watch SmackDown. It's a waste of time. I've yet to see TM's review because I know he reviewed the show. I know he did. So as soon as this podcast is over, I'm going to go watch TM's review, hit that like button, and then from there, I'm just going to go chill for my Saturday night. So there you guys go from there. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. Check out Survivor Series reviews live on the channel right now, as well as Monday Night Raw review, NXT TakeOver War Games, and AEW Dynamite. Link to all these videos will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Also, they'll be linked down below in the description. Make sure you guys follow me on social media, man. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are following me on social media. Instagram, your boy Chris YT. Twitter, Chris from Long, and Snapchat, Chris was hated. And like I said, folks, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support. Hit that subscribe button down below. And turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. Let's begin episode number 63 right here on the Reality Podcast for your Saturday, November 30th, 2019. We're going to begin episode number 63 of the Reality Podcast with Shayna Baszler. There's news here on Shayna Baszler. Now, what do I think about Shayna Baszler? She is right now the best woman right now in all of WWE. No fucking question about it, folks. No question about it. Shayna Baszler. World Wrestling Entertainment's original plan for Shayna Baszler in 2020. Shayna Baszler won the main event at Survivor Series, which I thought was a boring matchup. I don't even know why they put the women, but I think I have news if I can find it. There's news on Vince explaining why he put the women to main event Survivor Series. If I find it, I'll give it to you guys right here on the podcast. If not, I'll probably find it for you guys tomorrow for episode 64. So Shayna Baszler won the main event at Survivor Series. During her post-match celebration, Becky Lynch got even and ended up standing tall at the end of the night. I didn't understand why she did that. It seems that Pro Wrestling Entertainment dropped a huge hint about their plans for Shayna Baszler. The Wrestling Observer newsletter noted that the end of Survivor Series was all about Shayna Baszler. It appears that they're grooming the man versus the Queen of Spades because the company's original plan was for Baszler to be on the main roster by 2020. I'm going to make a prediction right now. Shayna will be on the main roster, most likely 95 to 98% after WrestleMania. After WrestleMania. This is what the Wrestling Observer newsletter noted, and I quote, "The idea of the match and really the entire angle was for Baszler. Baszler carries herself and talks like a badass bully. The original plan was for her to be on the main roster in 2020. Based on so much of the build and the match and post-match, it appears she was being groomed for Becky Lynch." End quote. We'll have to see what happens, what's next for Shayna Baszler in WWE. She has a lot of potential and is rising out high-quality matches. The main roster can always change someone's push in the company, but it appears by the Survivor Series conclusion that she's off to a great start. Now, what do I think of Shayna Baszler? In my opinion, she's the best woman in all of World Wrestling Entertainment. That includes NXT and Raw and SmackDown. Hell, if you really want to add a step further, she's probably the best woman right now in all pro wrestling. That includes AEW. Now, if you was to ask me, Chris, which promotion has the best women's roster? NXT. By a landslide, NXT. Listen, AEW got some potential in their women's division. They got some potential, not a lot. It's a little weak, in my honest opinion. The Raw and SmackDown women's division, yeah, they're talented. Listen, everybody's talented. NXT women's division is talented. AEW's women's division is freaking talented. The Raw women's division is talented as well. SmackDown women's division is talented. But at the same time, you really got to sit there and ask yourself, when Baszler gets called up to the main roster, is she going to have that same feel that she had in NXT? God, I hope so. God, I fucking hope so. Because Shayna, she's just too good. And if you was to also ask me, who's better, Shayna Baszler or Ronda Rousey, I'm going to sit there and say Shayna. Shayna is that better than Ronda. Ronda, she still has to work on her promo just a little bit. She still does. And then her ability in the ring, she's good. She listen, her debut at WrestleMania 34 last year, she surprised the shit out of me. I thought she was going to be like a little sloppy here and there, but she prepared very well for a match. In that mixed tag team match with her and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie and Triple H. It was fantastic. In my opinion, that was one of the best matches of the entire night. If you sat there and asked me. But what do I do with Shayna on the main roster? Does she go straight to Becky Lynch? According to the report, yeah. They're booking Shayna and Becky. Probably at WrestleMania, maybe at SummerSlam. Because who knows who Becky is going to face at WrestleMania? Who knows? Maybe it could be Shayna. I don't know. Maybe Shayna makes an appearance at the Women's Rumble in January and wins it. And then she faces Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. Who knows? I'll be down to see that matchup with the right build. Did you see what Shayna and Becky Lynch did during that interview that freaking Becky Lynch had with what was her face? With Charlie Caruso, and then Becky and then Shayna came out of nowhere and asked Charlie, "Can I interview her? Can I finish this interview?" And then they had that intense face to face. As long as they have that type of build for that match at WrestleMania, I'm down with it. But you got to ask yourself again, she's NXT Women's Champion. The next takeover is not till February. It's not till February. So I got to sit there and really ask at the same time, if you're going to have Shayna win the Women's Rumble, how is she going to lose the NXT Women's title? Does she lose it at the next takeover? Does she lose it at NXT TV? Probably. I have no idea. But let's see what happens with Shayna Baszler. I hope they keep her mystique from NXT, and I hope they keep it on the main roster because Shayna's just too good. She's just too good. She is just that good. In my opinion, and like I said like many times, she's the best woman, if not in all of World Wrestling Entertainment, in all of pro wrestling. If you sit there and ask me. I got news on Brock Lesnar on his hiatus. The next time we see Brock Lesnar is until the Rumble build, which I will report tomorrow on Sunday's podcast tomorrow for your episode number 64. Now, Vince McMahon here, there's news on Vince. Vince made changes to the Survivor Series main event during the match. During this match. Let's see here. Vince McMahon knows what he likes, and he didn't like the main event at Survivor Series. Nobody did. I don't know about you guys, but I was just as confused. Why would they put the women's main event, the women's triple threat match, at the main event of Survivor Series? Now, don't get me wrong. Survivor Series was a good pay-per-view. Was it the best pay-per-view of the main roster in 2018? Yes, it was. It was better than WrestleMania. Don't fucking at me. Survivor Series was better than WrestleMania. It was better in 3 hours. 3 hours. Now, Shayna Baszler won the big match, but Miss McMahon was not impressed with how it all went together. The Wrestling Observer Newsletter reports that Vince McMahon was so mad during the match that he started telling the referee to change the match. He wanted more action, so McMahon sat in the back and told the women in the main event to do more high-caliber moves. Now, this is what the Wrestling Observer Newsletter said, and I quote, "There was a story going around. Vince was so mad, he was telling the ref high spots for them to do as the match was going on. But those in the company have only said McMahon was mad, saying he had every right to be, but said he was not sending high spots to the referee while the match was going on." End quote. Vince McMahon is someone that you need to keep happy, but the women in the Survivor Series closer just didn't seem to do it for him. The match might not have come out exactly the way that Vince McMahon would have planned, but it was always live on the main event of Survivor Series 2019. I said this on my Survivor Series review, and I said this: if I'm building the Survivor Series card, you know the one match I would have main evented this show? Either the men's 5-on-5-on-5 Survivor Series traditional matchup, the NXT Championship between Adam Cole and Pete Dunne, or Brock and Ray for the WWE Championship. Those are the matches I would have had main event the show. Now, can I ask Vince, why did you have the women main event Survivor Series? Because you wanted to push Shayna Baszler. You wanted to build up Shayna Baszler to the point where you want her on the main roster in 2020. Although Vince didn't like the matchup, so then why put it in the main event? Why put the matchup in the main event if you didn't even like why did you even like it to begin with? I don't know. I'm not Vince. Don't say. I'm not Vince, bro. I wouldn't want to be in Vince's shoes either. I really wouldn't. But to be honest with you, to be really, really honest with you, the show was good. Was it great? No. Was it a good show? Yeah. It was good. I just don't know why Vince put the women to main event that show. Like I said, you could have put 3 matches on that card to main event Survivor Series. Brock versus Ray, Dunn versus Cole, or the men's 5-on-5-on-5 matchup. That's what I would have done. That's just me. I didn't like the main event, but they did it to push Shayna. They did it to push Shayna Baszler. So there you guys go from there. They put it there just to push Shayna Baszler. You guys want my opinion on this Dana Brooke Batista relationship on social media? It's comedic. It's funny. It's entertaining. I'm gonna say this right now. This whole Dana Brooke Batista shooting a shot at Dana Brooke and he slid in her DMs was more entertaining than 3 hours of Raw on Monday night. It's a fact. That is a plain old fact. This is just funny. This is just fucking funny. Let me see. What else do I have here? I don't even have enough news here. I don't want to give you guys a whole bunch of news because I want to say some news for Sunday. I want to say some news for Sunday. Triple H. Now I have this news here. I have this right here. Triple H praises Dana. Triple H praises Dakota Kai following her heel turn. Now, NXT TakeOver War Games was a fantastic show. It was a damn near perfect show. Damn near perfect show. A lot of NXT fans felt as if they could telegraph the Dakota Kai heel turn weeks before it actually happened. I was one of them. Mainly because of the hints that had been dropped the NXT programming. In the end, they were right, but the execution of the turn went better than most thought it would. I loved it. I fucking loved it. Her actions on Tegan Nox certainly got her the sort of heel heat that she so desperately needed. And her actions against Candice LeRae on NXT last night, I didn't watch NXT, but I gotta watch it, helped to further cement her as one of the company's best female heels, which is saying something so early into her run. One man who knows a few things about being a great heel is Triple H, and also about how to gain heat from the crowd, none other than the COO and the founder of NXT, Triple H. Papa H, bro. It certainly seems to be a good thing when Triple H is taking notice of what you're doing, especially now that NXT is on a major network and has the potential to draw around 1 million viewers every single week. This is what Triple H tweeted out on Twitter on Dakota Kai, and I quote, "The new Dakota Kai isn't asking for opportunities, she's taking them." Hashtag WWE NXT. And it shows a picture with Tegan Nox's knee brace of, it shows Dakota Kai holding Tegan Nox's knee brace that she was hitting her with during TakeOver last Saturday night, which I loved. Fantastic stuff. Kai is a really fascinating character to watch, and we're intrigued to see how her development continues, mainly because she's just so unpredictable. If she can continue to grow and develop her promos too, then the sky really is the limit for her in NXT and beyond. It seems like she's there to stay in NXT for a while too, which is going to do wonders for her development before eventually making the move over to SmackDown or Raw, God help her, which seems the natural next step for her. Now, we all know Dakota Kai's heel turn was bound to happen. If you guys didn't see that from a mile away, you're just blind as a fucking bat. You're just as blind as a fucking bat if you didn't even see her heel turn come to fruition. I thought that her heel turn at TakeOver was fantastic. It was just picture fucking perfect. It was just picture perfect. I loved it. I fucking loved it. I don't know about you guys, but it was fantastic. Listen, man, if she can learn from the likes of Triple H and Shawn Michaels, who were great heels in their prime, if they give their knowledge to Dakota Kai and follow up on her heel turn right now, she's going to be a gem in NXT. Just look at fucking Io Shirai. She was all this lovely dummy babyface until she turned heel. And honestly, and honest to God, Io turning heel was the best thing that has ever happened to her. That is facts. That is nothing but facts there. I just hope that Dakota Kai can learn from the likes of Triple H and Shawn Michaels and everybody else who's worked as a heel. They spread some knowledge in her. You have to do this, get some some actual natural heel turn. Heel heat. I'm telling you, she'll be fantastic as a heel. Fantastic. I think she'll be really, really good as a heel. I think she'll be really, really good. What else do I have here? How long am I in this so far? 37 minutes into this so far. Not really that much news here. Let me see if I can find something here. I'm on my iPad just looking for stuff right now that I can find. Dakota Kai's heel turn. Did you guys watch? Now, I want to ask you guys a question while I am looking for another news article here. Did you guys watch the Broken Skull session with Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker? Fantastic shit. That was one of the best interviews I have ever seen out of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Listen, Taker is out of character. He's out of fucking character. And he's talking about stories about how he was in WCW and people were telling him that people wouldn't pay to see you and shit. He took that personal and got a call from Vince and he went to the WWE. You know, Taker thought that he was going to be debuting as the gobbledygooker. He actually thought that he was going to be debuting that character. Turns out he didn't. Some fascinating shit. If you guys haven't watched that Broken Skull session with Stone Cold and Taker, go watch it. It's some great shit, man. Let me tell you. It's over an hour, and let me tell you, I seen that interview at least 3 times since it's been out. It's been out since Survivor Series Sunday. It's been out. It premiered right after the Survivor Series. If you guys have to go watch that, go watch it. It's over an hour, worth the time. If you guys got like an hour and a half, 2 hours to kill, knock yourself out. Watch that interview. Great shit. That's why I love the fucking network. The network is so fucking good. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's so good. $9.99. Steal, bro. You get all this content. You get the pay-per-views and shit. You get to watch throwback pay-per-views that I get to watch every single day when I'm off work, when I'm home, when I'm chilling, or relaxing in bed, chilling. I go on the network. I go on the fucking network. Are you guys gonna watch Starrcade on Sunday? I'm not. Starrcade can kiss my fucking ass. No cap. For real. On some serious shit. Oh, Oh man, I can't even find. I don't want to be. I don't want to go too long on here. I really don't. But I guess I'll just hit you with this last piece of information before I go here. If I can find this Cody Rhodes Vince McMahon story that I found here. If you guys see it on the thumbnail. If I can find it, can I find it? It's somewhere around here. I was just watching. I was just looking for it earlier. Oh, right here. Here we go. I think this will be the last piece of information that I have here for you guys before tomorrow's episode, because I want to say some news for tomorrow. WWE opposing Cody Rhodes' attempt to trademark his father's ideas. Now, the majority of Cody's father, Dusty, came from WCW, was when he was at WCW. Now, it says here, Cody Rhodes comes from a family with a rich history of pro wrestling. His legendary father, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, came up with several ideas that he never intended on Vince McMahon owning, and now Cody wants to grab everything that he can. Rhodes might not own War Games, but he owns the match. He does own the Match Beyond. I don't know if that's a match or a pay-per-view. I have no idea what that's called. It is interesting how the company didn't use Wrestling Entertainment didn't use the Match Beyond phrase at all during War Games this year. Interestingly enough, Cody also owns the rights to the American Dream name. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reports that Cody's goal is to own the ideas that his father came up with. He has filed new trademarks for Super Brawl and Slamboree as well. Those were two very old WCW pay-per-views. Wrestling Entertainment is also trying to stop him from using at least one name. AEW is already promoting a Bash at the Beach event in January, which is in Miami. I can't wait for that show in January. This is what the Wrestling Observer newsletter said, and I quote, Wrestling Entertainment is opposing his claims on at least some of them. Cody has been trying to gain some ownership of things for usage in AEW, such as Bash at the Beach. That is being used in January. In particular, he's looking for ownership of ideas that his father came up with, end quote. All of these event names are being acquired for use in All Elite Wrestling. The names that AEW fans could have some very nostalgic experiences ahead of them. Now, I will say this though. I'm going to say this one thing. This is my opinion on it. If you guys want to sound off in the comment section down below, your opinion on Vince just holding on to the ideas that Dusty had that Cody wants to use, but Vince won't allow him to use. Vince wants to sit there and say, oh, AEW's not competition. If you're going to sit there and say, and also all the fucking apologists, all the cocksuckers, all the shills in the wrestling community who won't use their brain, they're going to say, oh, AEW they have nobody. There's no competition. So if Vince and everybody else in the community is going to say, oh, AEW's no competition, Vince has ownership of WCW, of their matches, of their pay-per-views. If you're not going to use them for your own benefit, give it to Cody. Give it to Cody. You're not using fucking, Super Brawl or fucking Slamboree and shit or the Match Beyond or any other fucking wrestling pay-per-view that used to be owned by fucking WCW before Vince bought thrice to fucking 2001. If you're not going to use it, Vince, give it to Cody. You're not going to use it. The only one you're using is Starrcade. And there's a fucking pay-per-view tomorrow on the fucking network, which I'm sure that no one's watching. Which I'm sure for a fact that no one's going to watch. Why are you wasting Cody's time? Cody has trademarked it. Vince, give it to him. If you're not going to use the names of WCW's old pay-per-views and shit, give it to Cody. Give it to Cody Rhodes. Make him use it for his own benefit. You already have the money anyways. You're already making the money off of fucking Rumbles and Manias and SummerSlam and Survivor Series and all that nonsense and all that stuff. If you're not going to use the WCW old pay-per-view names, give it to Cody. Give it to Cody. Because I'm sure for a fact that if Cody has ownership to WCW, he's going to use that to his own advantage. People loved WCW back then. I loved WCW back then. I loved it. I wasn't a big fan of it. I was somewhat of a fan of WCW. I was more of a fan of World Wrestling Entertainment than WCW. Only reason why I loved WCW was because of Sting and the NWO. That was it. The match between Hogan and Sting, I loved it. Back at fucking Starrcade 97. I loved that matchup. That matchup was fucking great. It was fantastic. It was a great matchup with a great build. Over a year and a half of build. Come on, Vince. Don't be this fucking stupid. Come on, bro. Don't be this fucking stingy. Don't be this fucking idiot. If you're not going to use any of the old WCW names or matches, give it to Cody. Give it to Cody. Because the last thing Cody wants to do is bite off something that you, Vince, either currently have or currently doing. Cody needs something. But yeah, Vince thinks, oh, AEW is no competition. So if you think that AEW is no competition, then surrender all of your WCW ownership and give it to Cody. Can you imagine War Games in freaking AEW? Can you imagine the fucking triple cage in AEW? Can you imagine the fucking Chamber of Horrors in AEW? I remember some matches for fucking WCW. I remember some of those matches. Fucking a triple cage, War Games. Sheesh. The Chamber of Horrors. Jesus Christ, man. I remember some of those matches. And my dad used to tell me all those matches for fucking old time WCW. All the fucking Chamber of Horrors. Halloween Havoc. The old pay-per-views that fucking they had were Halloween Havoc. Fucking Fall Brawl. I remember some of the matches and shit. Like some of the fucking pay-per-views they had. Let me look up some before I go. Let me look up some old WCW pay-per-views. Let me look up some old WCW pay-per-views that I can fucking name off from the top of my head. Yeah, Fall Brawl, The Great American Bash, Road Wild, Slamboree, Sold Out, Spring Stampede, Super Brawl, Mayhem, Uncensored, Wrestle War, World War III. I remember they fucking had those. I remember that they really had those. That's all I gotta say about that. Vince, if you're not using anything, give it to Cody. If you're not using any of the old WCW names, give it to Cody. The matches. Let me look at the matches too before I go. Let me look at the matches also before I go. I said WCE. I'm fucking retarded. I'm fucking retarded. I swear to God. Old WCW matches. Do they have it on? Dang, I believe they have it there. Let's see. Not matches. Oh, come on. I put old WCW matches. All right. Yeah, I mean that's all I gotta say on that, man. Like, it's just stupid, dude. It's just stupid. How Vince wants to be this fucking retarded. Like, I swear. Like, he used the Starrcade. Vince is using Starrcade as a house show event. Use as a pay-per-view. Take off TLC, put in Starrcade. Take off TLC. Take off the fucking gimmick matches. Take off the gimmick matches. Put Starrcade there. Here's what I would do if I'm fucking Vince McMahon. January, you got the Rumble. February, you got the Chamber. March, take off Fastlane. It's fucking terrible. The Fastlane on the road to WrestleMania. Terrible. Terrible. I would take off the Elimination Chamber. Bring back No Way Out. Bring back No Way Out. Please. Bring back No Way Out. So January, you got the Rumble. February, you got No Way Out. March, take off March. Leave March for the rest to build your fucking matches and storylines for WrestleMania. Then you got April for WrestleMania. If you want to put it for March at fucking WrestleMania, so be it. Early April, late March, do it. I don't care. You put a WrestleMania in April, May. I don't want to see a Saudi show for May. May? If I was to be Vince, I would put War Games. I would put fucking, or at least World War. I mean, you can't use the word war, but, so the fucking Kabuki Warriors, they still exist. May, I don't know. You can do Backlash for May. Backlash or Judgment Day for May. June, King of the Ring. King of the Ring, June. July, Bash at the Beach. August, SummerSlam. September, you can throw in an Unforgiven there or No Mercy for September. October, Halloween Havoc for October. November, Survivor Series. December, Starrcade. There you go. There you go. There you go. Like I said, Vince, don't be this stupid. Don't be this much of a fucking idiot. If you are not going to use any of the WCW trademarks that you fucking have still in your possession that you don't want to give out to Cody, give it to Cody. Give it to him. If you're not going to use it, give it to Cody. Give it to him. Because he wants to use some of his father's ideas that he wants to put in AEW. Because he thinks that if Dustin was still living, not Dustin, Dusty. If Dusty was still living, God rest his soul. If he was still living and he was with his sons in AEW, he will tell him, yo, let's do this for a pay-per-view. Let's put a match up there for a pay-per-view. It'll build up AEW even more. But you want to say that fucking AEW is no competition. So if you want to say that AEW is no competition, give up some of your WCW rights that Cody wants and give it to him. I doubt that Vince is going to use Bash at the Beach. I doubt that Vince is going to use fucking the Great American Bash. I doubt Vince is going to use fucking the Triple Cage, fucking the Chamber of Horrors, Halloween Havoc as the fucking pay-per-view. I highly doubt that Vince is going to use that. Those are my thoughts on it. And by the way, before I leave the podcast here for your episode 63, how do you guys feel about this Bray Wyatt title? It looks alright. It looks alright to me, though. Leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts of this rumored of a new title? I mean, it was shown on SmackDown. I got this picture from Sean Ross Sapp on Twitter. But leave a comment down below what you guys think of this. I mean, I kind of like it, but to a certain point. Because the face is just badass. Let me just say that off the bat. The face is badass. Like, the center is just bad. What are you going to do with, like, the side? That was all stitches and shit. Hurt, heal. That's it? It looks a little bit of a badass to me. If you really want to sit there and be honest with you. And that, folks, is the reality of things right here on episode 63 of the Reality Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me just be sure that I am on episode 63. Yeah, I'm on 63. Tomorrow's episode is 64. Just saying. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of the podcast. And also, guys, leave a comment down below. What were your thoughts of Raw, AEW, NXT, if you guys watch NXT, and SmackDown? I heard SmackDown was terrible. I didn't watch NXT. I'm about to watch it when I upload this video. AEW I seen, it was a good show. Not a bad show. Raw, every single week, terrible. The best match, the best moment of Raw was when Ray won the U.S. title. That's it. AEW, it was a good show. NXT, I haven't watched it, but people told me NXT was a great show. SmackDown, I had people like TM, JV Thunder, Joseph Jolin, and everybody else in the inner circle group chat was telling me, Chris, don't even waste your time watching SmackDown. It was that bad. SmackDown was that bad. Damn. That's tough. Also, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support. Hit the subscribe button down below and turn those bells, guys. For all notifications, Survivor Series is live on the channel right now, as well as Monday Night Raw review, NXT TakeOver War Games, and AEW Dynamite review. All these videos will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Also, they'll be listed down below in the description. Make sure you guys follow me on social media. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you guys are following your boy Chris on social media. Instagram, at your boy Chris YT. Twitter, Chris Long, and Snapchat, Chris will hit it. And like I said, folks, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn those bells, guys, for all notifications. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 64 of the Reality Podcast, where we go over some more news and rumors, and also about Brock Lesnar taking a hiatus and how the fans in the IWC are nothing but fucking salty fucks and pissed off people because Brock is champion and we're not going to see him until January. You guys know the fucking drill. When Brock is champion, he passes Survivor Series, we will not see him till January. And then get this, people, after January, we won't see him till fucking April, probably till March, to WrestleMania build. That's when we'll see Brock Lesnar at his finest. There you guys go. I'm Chris. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video all over social media. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 64 of the Reality Podcast. So then, I'm Chris. Talk to you guys later.